Hey everyone, this is Josh, and I'm going to be giving you a tour of TypeLink for iPad. A couple quick notes before we get started. First of all, I'm running this in a simulator on my computer, so you're going to see my cursor waving around from time to time. Of course, there's no cursor in the real iPad version of the app. That'll just be where your finger goes. Also, I'm only going to be walking through the most basic features of the app. To get more ideas for ways you can use it to organize your information, go to typelink.net, and there are a lot more videos there you can check out. So now let's get started. When you first start up the app for the first time, it's going to prompt you for a username and password. If you haven't signed up for a TypeLink account yet, you can tap on this link to go to typelink.net in your web browser and sign up. The page works on the iPad as well as on mobile phones or desktop browsers. And just as a quick reminder, you can get to any of your data at any time by going to typelink.net or on any desktop, laptop, or mobile phone. Your data is instantly available there, no need to transfer files or synchronize. So with that said, let's go ahead and log in here. Type in a sample account, and of course, because of the way iPads do passwords, you're going to be able to see my password, but I'll be changing it shortly, so nobody try to hack in there or anything like that. When I tap save, it logs me in, and you can see my pages show up here. Right now, this is a new account, so I just have one page, home. There's also a few other commands on this page. My account will allow me to change my username and password to a different one. As a heads up here, you can change the user account you're logged into at any time and get access to different information. Your old data is not lost, you're just switched to a different account. There's the pages shared to me, which you can tap to see pages other TypeLink users have shared to you. Or there's the help link here where you'll be sent to the typelink.net in your web browser with lots of iPad-friendly pages describing different ways to do things in TypeLink, all the information you could want. I can tap here to go to the home page, but you'll notice there's also a home button on the top right here. That's because the home page is your starting point for anything you do in TypeLink. I'm going to go ahead and tap on the home button here. So you'll see this is the default home page that comes up with some descriptions and suggestions for how to get started. And let me describe the buttons on the screen before you do anything else. On the top left here, you'll see a My Pages button. This is the back button that you can use to go back to whatever previous page you were on. As of right now, it takes me back to the My Pages screen. You'll see the home button is still here on the top right, so that no matter what page you go to, it's easy to get back to your home page. The page content is here. You can tap and drag to scroll, of course. You'll see on the bottom there's an Edit button to edit the page content, a Settings button to change various page settings, and there's a Delete and Add button on the right to delete and add pages. To start out, let's edit the content of the page. If I tap on Edit, and you'll see the keyboard comes up, and now I have a cursor where I can edit the page. You'll notice that nothing shows up as a link in this view. That's because this is the view just for text editing, and you don't need to do any kind of wiki markup or HTML or anything like that to make links work. You just type them in, and when you save the changes and go back to view mode, the links will automatically work. So we can type whatever we want in here. I'm going to go ahead and say hello to the demo people. You'll notice a Save button on the top right. I can tap on this to save the page. Notice right now it's blue and activated. So when I tap it, you'll see that very quickly a little save indicator came up there, and now it says saved and it's grayed out. That means that the current version of the page that we're seeing is properly saved. So we know our data is safe. If you change it by getting a little more enthusiastic, for example, you'll see it turns back blue because now you have unsaved changes. If you were to try to close the page while you have unsaved changes, you're reminded of that fact and you're prompted whether you want to save them or discard them. Also, if you happen to change the content of the page back to the saved state, you'll see that the Save button goes away again because now you've returned the contents back to the state it was originally in. So now when I close the page, you'll see that my changes show up in the View screen here. Let's open up the Settings panel here to see a little bit of what's involved in there. You'll see a number of different options here. There's the title of the page that we can edit. This is the one page where we can't edit it though, because this is the home page, and your home page you can't change the title on. There's a slider here for publicly visible, which lets you change whether or not other people can see the page. So I'm going to set that to publicly visible. There's some font setting options. There's aliases, which allow you to give alternate names for the page. And there's a sharing option, which allows you to share the pages to other TypeLink users so that they can make changes as well. If we tap on Save here, it's going to save the changes. Of course, you can't see any visible changes that it's publicly visible. The next thing we're going to try here is to create a new page. So the way the TypeLink is normally used is you create links from one page to another. So for example, say I wanted to create a page for demo people and make that a link. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select the text for demo people. And in case you're not familiar how to do that on iOS, what you do is first you tap and hold on one word. You'll see a little magnifying glass comes up and the word is selected in blue. If you now release that tap, the word stays selected, and now there's a blue dot at either corner of the word and a copy command. So instead of clicking copy, what we're going to do is tap on this blue dot and drag it to the right. This allows us to extend the selection. So now I've selected demo people, but I've not included, oops, I missed. Demo people. Now when I tap the plus button, it's going to turn demo people into a link and create a new page titled demo people that we can add new content in. So now I tap on the plus. You'll see now I have a new page titled Demo People. There's some sample content in the page there. I have my regular edit setting option to change the contents of the page. And now you'll see that the back button goes to home. So if I return to the home page by tapping on that, you'll see that Demo People is now a link. You'll notice that the color of the link is green. This relates to the sharing settings in TypeLink. We want to make it as obvious as possible at any time, whether your pages are public or private. So you'll notice that this page, because it's green, that means it's a private page that's not visible to other users. If you were to go back to my pages list here, for example, you'll notice that the home page is blue. Blue means the page is publicly visible, and you'll notice if you go under settings, publicly visible is blue here as well to remind you what blue corresponds to. So again, you see how easy it was to create a link. There's no markup, nothing complicated involved. You just select the text and click the plus. So now if we go to this Demo People page, I'm going to show you a few more things. An easier way to edit the page instead of going down to the edit button is if you just double tap on the page, the edit mode comes up. So that's nice and easy to do. Add another little greeting there. I'll close the page, and then when it prompts me to save my changes, I'll click Save. And now my changes are saved and they're available there. You'll notice on this page the delete button is now available. If you were to click on this, you get the option to delete the page you're on. Also, as another quick note, you'll see that if you type in these links down here, links to web pages, email addresses, and Twitter usernames all link to the appropriate place. And if you were to click on this, it would take you to this page in a web browser, and then you can browse around the web to your heart's content. Well, that's about it for the TypeLink for iPad. Again, check out typelink.net for more ideas on how to use this app and to get access to TypeLink for iPad for yourself. Thanks.